How's it going, guys? Slippery Jim here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Terraria Calamity Infernum Wrath of the Gods. In the last episode, we defeated Plantera down in her underground jungle lair. And that means we were able to make a lot of progress. We could go back into the dungeon to get ectoplasm, to face new enemies, some of which were extremely alarmingly powerful, as I found out. We were also able to get a new ore in the underground jungle area, and yeah, there was a lot of new gear that we got too. We got a lot of summoning stars. We got the Raven staff from doing the Pumpkin Moon event. We also got some new tools and stuff like that, which are able to mine the perennial ore and things like that. We got two new whips, the Dark Harvest and the Morning Star. So yeah, all in all, we made a lot of progress, which is awesome. Now, we even have some new armor and whips, and new armor and wings available to us if we wanted to go down that path. The spooky armor and the spooky wings, which sort of go together because they complement each other. But I still think the tiki armor is probably best for the time being. However, I would like to get some new wings, and I think the best wings for me right now would probably be the Mothron wings, which would give me a little bit more flight time, as well as some bonus stats and stuff like that, similar to what we already have. So to get the Mothron wings, we will need to fight the solar eclipse, but now we should be able to get the Mothron mini-boss to spawn post-Plantera, which is pretty awesome. There should be some new, actually a bunch of new enemies and items that we can get too after beating Plantera, so that is pretty awesome. One thing that I do want to actually craft while I'm over here is there's an upgrade to the Ornate Shield, which gives it a lot more immunity. So at the moment this has immunity to chilled, frostburn, frostbite and frozen, sort of the cold type of effects. But there's an upgrade to this that will allow us to also get a bunch of other immunities, including poison, which I could have really used in the Plantera fight. And this one is called Asgard's Valor, this one here. And then later on we can even upgrade this further as we progress. So it's pretty cool actually. But this one gives immunity to most debuffs, including most forms of frost and flame, as well as immunity to knockback and fire blocks. So it is really, really good, as well as being the Ram Dash as well. So for this, we're going to need the Ankh Shield, as well as something called the Core of Calamity. We should be able to craft this. We just need the Ashes of Calamity, which we have. Cores of Havoc, Ilium, and Sunlight, which are crafted using ectoplasm and the essences and stuff like that. So we'll get a few of these going. Let's get that happening. And we also want some of these. I'll just make extras in case we need them later down the track. Chuck those in there. And then we should be able to get a couple of those happening. Chuck those in there. And that means, what do we have left to make here? The Ankh Shield. So for this we need the Ankh Charm, which is armor bracing among other things. I've had a bunch of this armor polish, but for some reason I've been trashing it rather than keeping. I usually try and keep at least one accessory, but obviously I have not been doing that consistently. Let's get this medicated bandage happening. We got the plan, whatever that is. This thing here, counter curse mantra. And then we got some reflective shades. Let's get these happening. Reflective shades were very trendy in the 80s. Alright, there we go. That gives us the Ankh Charm. And then we just need the Obsidian Shield. I thought I had one of these, but we'll just craft another one up, because I don't know what I did with it. Maybe we crafted it in something already, but there we go. The Rash Ankh Shield gives us an achievement as well. So now we put these in here. We should be able to get the Asgard's Valor crafted up. Look at that. Fantastic. Where is the goblin. Where are you, buddy? He likes to go for walks outside, but it's not this time, maybe. There he is. Hanging out, admiring our trophy over here. Alright, let's give you this, and we'll make that warding. Seems to be working for me so far. Cool. Nice. Alright, well, you know what? We might actually try to get those Mothron wings before we attempt another boss. There are one, maybe two bosses I want to attempt in this episode. But we're going to need this to turn it... actually, it's already daytime. Well, it's nearly afternoon. It's late afternoon, so, you know, it's shortly going to be night. We will need to turn it to day. Get the solar tablet. That'll allow us to summon the solar eclipse event. Just turn that on, because why not? And we'll set up down here, maybe. Get a couple of sentries happening. We might use our ravens. I'm a big fan of the raven stuff. We've got 10 summoning slots at the moment. That's so crazy. Okay, let's change it to daytime. Start of the day. Give us plenty of time here. And we will use the solar tablet as well to turn it to a solar eclipse. Let's go. So we're after the Mothrons, but there might be some other loot that we get along the way here. There's a lot of these enemies. I think there's some new stuff that they can potentially drop for us right now. Let's use the battle cry to speed things up a bit here. I don't know how long it's going to take to get the Mothron wings to drop, but we'll go as long as we need to here. So far, no Mothron. Definitely getting some new items and materials here, though. I don't remember this stuff here, the Solar Veil material. Maybe if we go up high, we might get some Mothrons spawning in. That didn't work. Okay, we're getting a lot of stuff here. Okay, our first Mothron, come on. Drop me those wings. Actually, I think there's even a summoning stuff we could potentially get. The Deadly Sphere stuff, I believe. Did not see the wings dropping. There's a lot happening right now. It's kind of hard to tell what is dropped for us. Oh, there we go. We did get the Mothron rings right there. Okay. Let's turn off the battle cry. Calm things down a little bit here. We'll just try and clear out a bunch of these guys. I wouldn't mind trying out the Deadly Sphere stuff, actually, if we can get that. But we'll grab those wings over here. And we'll just delete a bunch of these duplicate items real quick. So we got the Mothron wings. That is awesome. Okay, we'll hang on to some of these. I'm not going to be wearing those vanity items. Let's get real. We'll just delete those. Oh, we did get the Deadly Sphere stuff. Okay, so let's turn off the event, because this goes for a long time, basically all day. There we go. Let's get the sun out. Alrighty. Just put the stuff we want to keep in here, I guess. We'll keep one of each of these accessories and things. Weapons and whatnot. We got some paintings. Chuck these out. Get rid of that. yeah, we got the Deadly Sphere stuff and the Mothra on wings, so that is pretty awesome. Let's just skip up the rest of this stuff. Actually, I noticed a new hook there as well that might be pretty good. Some paintings, bit of artwork. Let's see. Chuck that in there. There's another Deadly Sphere stuff. Keep those paintings. Lots of Neptune shells. Broken hero sword. Cool. Alrighty. What's this down here? Okay. I think we've scooped up all of the loot there, more or less. And let's take a look at what we picked up here. There's a new material here. I noticed that we were getting called the Solar Veil. Let's see what we can craft with that. Vampiric Talisman, Rogue Projectiles. Okay, looks like it's all rogue stuff. It's literally all rogue stuff. Pretty cool though. I wouldn't mind trying a rogue class at some point. We'll chuck that in there. What else did we get here? Psycho Knife, Dr. Flies, Lab Suit. Let's just trash some of that. Grab this out of here. Might keep that in there. That's quite handy to be able to use. We'll just chuck some of these random items in here. That. Put the paintings in there. We did get a new hook, which we'll take a look at. Put this in here. Alrighty, let's see. So currently the hook that I'm using is the spooky hook, which is 34, 15, 22, 11. This one is 31, 13, 20, 13. So it's got slightly less reach. Launch velocity 15, reel back 22. So it doesn't look like it's quite as good. Pull velocity is 13, which is a little bit better. But let's try it out anyway. I don't use hooks a great deal at this point in the game, but they can be handy every now and then. I like the fact this is a single hook actually. So we might actually switch to this because the Plantera one, or what were we using before the spooky hook? This is like a triple hook, which I find, I mean, they are useful for certain situations, but I don't like them as much as a single or dual hook. We also got the Mothra on wings and the Deadly Sphere stuff, of course. So let's go down and reforge those real quick. And then we're going to be looking at fighting a boss. So we'll chuck Ruthless on this. 90 summon damage. Interesting. These are quite good. I think they are quite a fast... they're quite a fast summon. And we'll make these warding... Wow, that was a little bit expensive. But you know, it's the way it goes. We got plenty of cash still. Let's have a look here. So, take off our Batwings. So Batwings are 7.51, 160. These are 7.51, 170. 5 plus 5 defense, 5% increased damage. These were at night or during an eclipse. You'll gain the following boost: 7% increased damage and 3% increased crit strike chance. So not that great for most of the time. But yeah, these will be a slight improvement there. Let's chuck those on. And our Batwings did serve as well, but they are going to be put away for now. So yeah, I think we are pretty much all good now for attempting our next boss. Let's take a look at what what we have to craft to summon this boss. So we're going to attempt Astrum Aureus here. Looks like an interesting boss. And this one is actually summoned at night in the Astral Infection using the Astral Chunk, which we should be able to craft pretty easily. Let's grab one of those. Astral Chunk. Grab that. What is this? Astral Projector. Control a small portion of the Astral Infection's influence. Yeah, that, I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. It might be just like one of these things that changes the look of the sky. Maybe. The Astral Infection sky is pretty cool, actually. Maybe we should craft one and play around with it later. But for now, we are pretty good to go. We just have to change it to nighttime, which we can do with our simulation control unit here. Let's head over to the astral biome, which is over here. And I do already have somewhat of an arena set up over here. It's not the greatest arena in the world, but this one should do the job for us. I might actually set up a couple of heart statues here. Let's grab some of these. These definitely help a little bit during a boss fight. So we'll just set these up. Where will we put these? We don't want to go up too high, because if we go outside of the astral biome, I think it's going to enrage the boss. But we'll just set it up here. Like so. We need some ice or some other block, basically. Any block will do. Put that there. Actually, I forgot my wrench. We are going to need a wrench. Chuck that down there. Let's grab our wrench real quick. Probably a good thing to keep on me all the time. Okay. I wonder if we can, what's this stuff here? Can we mine this yet? No. Wow, this stuff must be super late game. We can't even mine it with our 200%, I think it is. Pickaxe power. Definitely late game. Okay, let's wire this up. Should hopefully be working. Takes a little while for them to generate a decent pool of hearts. That should be working as well. Put this away. There we go. So all we need to do now is turn it to nighttime. It's nearly nighttime already, actually, but let's just use this. 7:30 p.m. That's what we want. And we're going to be summoning in the Astrum Aureus boss. But let's just zoom out a little bit here. And we will put our sentries down first, I think. Just put one there. And there. And yeah, we should be pretty much good to go. I just might resummon my ravens while we've got the Ultima Cake buff going. Okay, here we go. Our next boss, Astrum Warriors. Let's do it. I forgot to set up my whips. Oh crap. It's got like a laser attack or something. Oh, that nearly got me. Rage time, there it is! Wow, that was over very quickly. Damn. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Pretty cool. Nice one. Oh, what's this? Abandoned slime stuff? That was just off a random enemy as well. I think we got the treasure bag. Let's head back to base. That biome kind of freaks me out a little bit. Yeah, okay. Wasn't maybe the most perfect fight in the world, but we got it done. We got it done. Let's take a look there. How many hits did we take on that one? 7 hits. 36 second fight duration. That's crazy. All right, let's see what we got as loot then. So we got the bonus slime staff as well. This looks interesting. Increased power and size based on the number of minion slots used. Holding this weapon grants 10% increased jump speed. Cast down from the heavens in disgust, this relic sings a song of quiet tragedy. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Okay. I don't know how strong this thing is. You would expect it to be like super strong actually. I've still got my battle cry running for some reason. Let's go see if we can take some enemies out with this thing. Maybe I should have left the battle cry on actually. Oh, it's got little jets? That's so cool. I can't actually find anything to kill right now. Hello? There we go, zombie. 200 odd damage there. That's not bad at all. Don't mind me, just dropping by. Let's head back to base here. Okay, let's put our relics down, I guess. We got this infernal one. We'll chuck that up here. You know what? I was thinking I might just get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. We don't really use this one too much down here anyway. Chuck this extra stuff in here. Oh, we got more than one of these. Chuck that there. Pumpkins. Alrighty. Put that in there. Just getting organized here, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, I might actually move this across a little bit. Morning wood. And then we've got Astrum Aureus. Actually, what we'll do is we'll line these up. I just like to have them next to each other when they're for the same boss. You know what I mean? I don't think there's an infernal morning wood trophy. I don't know. Unless, yeah, I don't think there is. We got the plushie. We got the lore. Let's see what this says about Astrum Aureus. Ever pragmatic, Draydon dispatched this machine to locate and analyze the source of the astral infection. While nominally for reconnaissance, the Aureus model is heavily armed and can scale any terrain. It performed admirably, at least until it was assimilated into the infection. Sapient minds have enough willpower to resist the infection's call indefinitely. However, even the finest silicon is not beyond its reach. Draydon prefers his creations to serve after all. With this experiment concluded, he will certainly be examining you next. Watch yourself. Okay. Draydon has finger in a lot of pies, it seems, so to speak. Okay. So we got the treasure bag. Let's crack this open, see what we get. We got the Andromedan vanity set. That is pretty awesome. Let's see what this looks like. I like the red color at least. Should we rock this? Hey. It's pretty cool looking. I don't mind it. Did we get any wings with this? Starlight fuel cell. Permanently increases adrenaline mode damage by 20% and damage reduction by 5%. I don't think I've ever had adrenaline available in a boss fight so far, but maybe one day we can dream of reaching that point. But yeah, we'll definitely activate that. Looks like we get a couple of fancy looking jewels at the bottom of our adrenaline meter. Spiked Gravistar Sabaton. Increased jump speed. Hold down to increase max fall speed. That's a very interesting accessory. Could be useful in certain situations. Titan hearts can be offered up at the astral beacons. I think we just got those from mobs. Yeah, we already did that by accident. It's for the really late game astral boss summoning item. Suspicious looking jelly bean. What is this? A melt? Okay. Fascinating. I like Queen Slime though. She looks much. I like the way she looks. She can jump a lot higher as well. She probably jumps down. She probably has a lot faster fall velocity as well. But that is pretty good. Gotta like a free mount. Mythical Borealis Bomber. 84 summon damage. Summons Aureus bombers to chase down your enemies. Explode violently on enemy impact. Does not consume minion slots. So this is basically like a spammable minion, I think. Similar to the one we used several episodes ago. I just don't know if this would be better than a whip. Like just whipping the bosses. But it's definitely an option, I guess, for us. Let's just reforge this. Have you got something new for me? What have you got going on? Vanity items. Astrachnid. The Astrachnid set, is this new? Auric Fedora. Oh, it's got like tentacle legs, I think. That's pretty cool. I like our red outfit though. Color wise. What about you, Wizard? Have you got something else as well? This all looks the same as what he had before, but I don't know. Okay, where is Stezom? Let's get this, I guess, Ruthless. We'll have that as an option. Let's see. We also got the Aureus Bulwark vanity item. Equipable vanity item. Smaller in execution. What does it do though? It looks like a shield, but I don't know. I don't think that's worth doing anything with. Let's get rid of that. We also got some Aureus cells. Consumable material grants increased mana regen and magic power. 6-minute duration. Unlimited buff and 30 stack in the inventory. Increased mana regen and mana power. Probably not that useful for us. It says it's a material. Let's just see what we can make with this. Infected Jewel. Health regen. Grants 16 defense while afflicted with any debuff. Astral Beacon. Astral Injection. Disable. Starcore summons Astrum Deus. Ranged weapon. Astrum Aureus. Blueprint. Did we? Let's check this out. This could be pretty cool. Astrum. Oh, we need more of these things. It says they're sold by the operator. But we already got this blueprint down here. Which one was this one? This is the Calamitous Cloning Project blueprint. Where's the operator? Let's buy some more of these. So 30 gives us that buff to magic power, which is not really important for us, but could be slightly useful in certain circumstances. I'm interested to see what this one looks like. I don't know where I'm going to put it though, but we'll figure it out. Just see what it looks like here. That one is pretty cool. Oh, okay. Interesting. Feel like we should put the other one over on this side somewhere. We don't have a lot of space here though. It's pretty big. We would have to do significant redecorations here. Maybe get rid of these. I kind of like having them there though. Otherwise we could put them down here in this area. I don't know. For now, I think we'll just store it away. I haven't got a good spot to put it. Okay, what else do we get? We got Space Junk summons the forgotten blob of the astral meteor. So this looks like a pet, maybe? Yeah. We get a little slime pet. I kind of like the charred relic though. What else have we got here? The plushie. Have we got space for another plush? Let's have a look. These are all taken up. We might have to start moving over to this side with our plushies. Put it there. Cool. So that pretty much just leaves the treasure bag. Oh no, wait. Did we open the treasure bag already? Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's see if we missed out on anything cool from this boss. Boss's loot table here. What have we got? Vanity, vanity, music box, trophy, rogue weapon, magic weapon, ranged weapon, melee weapon, astral infected, icosahedron. This is a pet, I think, and a painting. So yeah, we did get pretty much everything we were after there, I think, which is awesome. And then we got the bonus slime stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'll be using it too much. I don't trust the single. I mean, the Stardust Dragon is probably the exception, but the single summons, like that are just one giant summon, I don't know. I feel like I like a lot of really fast, tiny little ones like you get with the Raven stuff. The Deadly Sphere stuff actually could be really good. We might try that out a little bit here. Let's we'll summon those in later, actually. But they are usually pretty good. Okay, so what is up next? Let's see. I'm thinking we do another boss. We didn't really get any new materials out of that, apart from the rogue sort of items that we can craft using the Aureus cells. So let's take a look here at our boss checklist and see what's next. I think the Great Sand Shark is a mini boss in the Sandstorm, so we'll probably get to that eventually. But we have Anahita and the Leviathan. And let's take a look at this. So spawn info, defeat an elusive singer in the ocean. The boss has no spawn item. What? No spawn items? Okay. Fair enough. The ocean. I wonder if they mean the regular ocean over here. Let's go have a look. I probably should set up some sort of arena here, actually. I might take a little time to do that. We can use our new axe weapon here, or tool. So yeah, we'll probably make it out of palm wood, I think. Okay, welcome back, guys. So I've set up a bit of an arena over here at the beach area here. A couple of platforms, a couple of heart statues as well. So yeah, I guess now we just have to figure out exactly what we need to do to summon in this boss, Anahita and the Leviathan. So it says defeat an elusive singer in the ocean. So we'll zoom out a bit here. See if there's anything under the surface here that looks like an elusive singer. Pretty dark down here at night, but not seeing anything. We might need to use the battle cry to get stuff to spawn in. Let's give that a try. Have we got anyone down here that looks like an elusive singer? It might not even be. Oh, here we go. Question mark. Interesting. Alright, we'll turn this off. And I think we need to summon in our minions and stuff like that. Let's just go back up to the surface here. Summon in. We're going to use the Deadly Sphere stuff, see how good that is. And I also want to get my Frost Hydras set up. Chuck one there, chuck one there. That should do the job. Alright, we're ready to go. Where are you? Are you still down here? Where was... Oh, here she is. Okay. I guess we just attack her. There we go. Let's go back to the surface. Oh my goodness. Okay. The fight is definitely on here. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Already taking damage. Kind of hard to hit. I should be whip stacking these actually. Let's let it go. Might give us a tiny bit more damage perhaps. Wow. Alright. She's got quite the attack. Let's get some heals going. We'll save our rage until we really need it, because I'm not really able to hit it too much at the moment with my whip. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Oh, the whale is after us now. Okay, let's try and dodge these. Kind of hard to dodge, but let's go with the rage. Sort of got some interesting attacks here. I'm going to try and use my dodge to avoid that charge that he's doing here. Hopefully we managed to dodge most of that. Oops. Went outside the screen a bit there. Definitely took that one in the face. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, I need some heals. Need some heals. This is quite a tough fight actually. Quite drawn out. Okay, I think we took out the whale maybe. We're back to Anahita. Where is she? Got our rage ready to go. Why do all the ocean bosses have a charge that they do? We need some heals, come on. She's on 20% here. I feel like we've got a pretty good chance. She just killed the angler. I'm not too upset about that. Where is she? She's keeping a distance pretty good here. We might even be able to get... oh no, I just got hit. Alright. Did I get hit? See if we can get adrenaline. That would be pretty awesome. Oh no, we took her out. Man, that was a crazy fight. That was a lot longer than the last boss that we fought. I'm glad I had those heart statues though, because we needed quite a bit of healing there. Particularly from the Leviathan. Wow. Cool fight though. Went through the night, into the next day. What did we get here? We got some lore here, which is cool. 2 sets of lore. We got the Abyss, even though we're not at the Abyss. Interesting. And we got Leviathan and Anahita. Let's see what this tells us about them. It says... Although she claims dominion over all the world's oceans, in truth she is a recluse of the deep. Elementals such as her pose a grave threat to all those around them. Other elementals are no exception. Anahita was driven from her home in the abyss by Silver's encroaching greenery. Accounts vary as to the majestic beast at her side. Some claim Anahita summoned the Leviathan herself. Regardless of what you believe, they are inseparable even in death. Such stalwart loyalty reminds me of Yaron and the Abyss. I can't remember if we already got the Abyss. Did we already get the Abyss lore? Let's go have a quick check here. I think this is set to the ocean right now. Let's just change that. We want to go back to our home. Pretty sure we have that book as well. Where is my lore chest? Let's see, the Abyss. So it looks, it's got like a blue thing in the middle. Maybe we haven't got that one yet. Interesting. Okay, let's see what it says. While there are many sightless crevasses in the deep sea, this one is a geological marvel. It is located unsettlingly close to the shoreline. Somehow even eons of tectonics could not seal or crush it. The isolated abyss is the debatably tranquil home of the naiad Anahita and other reclusive sea creatures. Here I disposed of the burgeoning remains of Silver, the goddess of life itself. Obviously, she of all gods refused to truly die. My wishes were that she would be forgotten, but her tenacity and very willpower is remarkable. Diffused, her influence inundated that pit of crushing pressure with flora and fauna aplenty. Her great roots continued to thrash and tear at the impossibly dense stone, growing uncontrollably. She'll soon remake it in her image. I can think of no worse fate for this accursed Hadal domain. That is some very cool lore indeed. Yeah, I like that a lot. Alrighty, I guess we'll stick the lore in here. And we got our relics, of course. Let's go put those in their locations. So this one is the regular one. Looks very cool indeed. And then we have this one, which I will put. Let's grab that off there. Actually, do this. Grab Plantera, temporarily space her out there. Put that there. Okay, we're just getting things, you know, positioned here. Alrighty. So, we have the treasure bag. Let's check this out. And we got the Leviathan, the full Leviathan set. That's pretty cool. Leviathan fin wings. Probably not nearly good enough for us to be using at this point in the game, unfortunately. Foil Atlantis, a miniature inflatable replica of the magical halberd. What is this? It's a vanity item? Yeah. Pretty cool. We got a magic weapon, the Masterful Atlantis. And we got another magic weapon, the Arpeggio, which looks kind of like a harp or something like that. Not too sure. And that's pretty much all we got out of the treasure bag. So let's have a quick look and see if there's anything we missed out on here that might be summoning related. Music box. We've got a melee weapon. We've got a ranged weapon. We've got a material summons a water elemental to fight for you. The elemental stays above you, shooting water spears, ice mist, and treble clefs at nearby enemies. Pearl of Enthrallment. That might be worth getting. And the community. Increases damage by 6.4%. Makes health by 6%. Wow. We definitely want to get that. What else did we get? Or could we potentially get? Deep Sea Anchor vanity item. Rogue weapon. A plushie. I don't see a summoning weapon here. Green Tide, melee, ranged. Music box. Atlantis. Vanity. The Abyss. Lore. Gastric Belcher. Staff. Did we get that? Gastric. Oh, we did get that. I just completely did not see it. I went through everything else. The Gastric Belcher staff. This looks pretty strong. Okay, we definitely want to hand that over to Stezom over here to put a Ruthless on it. 139 summon damage? That's massive, actually. That's massive. For a single summon? Summons aquatic aberrations to protect you. Aberrations fire vomit at nearby enemies, with every third attack firing bubbles. Okay. Very, very cool indeed. Let's get rid of our existing summons. The Deadly Spheres definitely do the job though. What do these look like? Ah, okay. Little squiddy looking things. I don't know how to describe those. Pretty cool though. Let's put away the other items that we're probably not going to use right away. Put those in there. Get rid of those. And I do want to maybe buy a couple more treasure bags to try to get those accessories that we missed out on, because particularly the community looks really good. I believe it is the operator we need for this. What else do you have actually? Ectoplasm. You straight up sell ectoplasm now? And you've got all of this stuff. Depth cells. Pretty cool. Luminil. What is this stuff? Let's get some of that. We'll check it out because I don't remember seeing that before. We probably have, but anyway, we're after the actual bags. Modded treasure bags. So you should have Leviathan for us. Crack these open. So we got this already. We got the pockets. We got the pockets set. That's pretty cool. And the pockets wings. They might be a cool wing set just for vanity purposes. Just for something different. We might use those. Yeah, very cool. Put that vanity set in here. What else? Did we get the new stuff that we're after though? Okay, we got the rogue weapon. Leviathan ambergris. 20% increased dash velocity. Delay after dashing is reduced by 33%. Your dashes are empowered by water, knocking back and damaging nearby enemies with viscous currents. And Leviathan fin wings. Leviathan egg summons a rideable young Leviathan mount. Reduces damage and health when a boss is nearby. So, wow, okay, flying mount. I don't really like the fact that how fast is this? It's not too bad. I don't like the fact it reduces damage and health though. Like when a boss is nearby, it said. So we'll probably stick with the broom for all of our flying needs. This thing is reasonably fast. Like it's not the fastest, but gets the job done, I think. So anyway, we'll get rid of that. Let's see. Chuck that in there. Magic weapon. I can't remember if we already got those. We probably did. Okay. Let's crack open another one. So we got the Leviathan Teeth rogue weapon. And duplicates of the other items. We got the melee. This looks like an amazing sword. Silent Pearl of Enthrallment summons a water elemental to fight for you. So I'm assuming that this is pretty much going to be, yeah, an accessory. Wow. Look how big that is. Damn. I wonder how much damage it does. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. We need an enemy. 130. 130-ish damage. fairly strong, but I don't know if I would sacrifice an accessory slot just for that. Basically have my own personal Anahita bodyguard. Very cool though. We got the mask as well. What else did we get? Some duplicate items there. We'll crack open another one. And let's just see here if there's anything new. I don't think there is. Oops, gotta be careful I don't trash anything I want to keep accidentally. Okay, we'll buy a few more and we'll keep going until we get that accessory because I do want to check the community accessory out. Let's buy a handful more of these bags. They are very expensive. 5 platinum each. Oh, there we go. We got it on the next loot bag we opened. Guarding. Went through quite a lot of platinum there. So yeah, let's upgrade this thing to warding. Very nice. Increases damage by 6.4%, critical strike by 3, increased max health by 6%, damage reduction by 3.21%, defense by 6, +1 health per second, life regen while suffering damage over time debuffs, increased movement speed by 6.4%, and flight time by 12.9%. Become more powerful as you defeat bosses, 52% power. The heart of most of the Terraria community. That sounds amazing, actually. Not really sure where to put it in my collection here, but we'll probably try that out. I also want to see what that stuff is that we bought from the operator, Luminil, and what we can craft with that. Let's have a quick look at that. It looks like it's abyssal items here. Inky artifact, summon damage? Oh, that is 951 summon damage? What the hell? Exodium clusters, golem fist. So that's like quite a bit down the track, I think. 1268 summon damage. Obviously, we're not going to be able to craft that yet. Saros Possession. Cosmolite Bar. Yeah, I'd say this is a late game. Well, most of these are late game. Items. Stratus Die. Attacks inflict the crush depth debuff. Abyssal Mirror significantly reduces enemy aggression in the abyss. Depth Cells, Ink Bomb, Mirage Mirror. Okay. Is there anything else there? Abyssal Diving Gear. I think I already have that. No, I don't have it actually. How do we make that? Depth Charm. Depth Cells. Where do we get those from? Depth Cells. Can we buy those? Let's just see if we can get some Depth Cells, because I might be able to upgrade my diving gear. Depth. Oh, we can get them. Very nice. So that means that if we chuck our Depth Charm in here, chuck that in there. What was it called? The diving. Abyssal diving gear. Depth charm. We've got... Have we not got everything we need there? Arctic diving gear. There we go. Sweet. Not that we use it very often, but it's pretty cool to get it. And then if we chuck that on, that means that we can use this. Where was it? There was another item I had here. Equipable. I guess we can put this on here. Oh no, that won't get there. What is that? Oh, they're those wings. Wing items. Groovy. Well, guys, I believe we have done well this episode. 2 bosses down, and if I'm not mistaken, we crushed both of them in a single attempt, which is absolutely crazy. Man, this fight took 3 minutes and 5 seconds compared to the Astrum Aureus, which took 36 seconds. We melted this boss. We've still got Golem, obviously. It's probably the next boss on the list, and then that's going to open up a lot of new things for us as well. New ores, stuff like that. So that's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully we can get that done in the next episode. Let's just switch back to our regular gear here. So yeah, we are getting set up pretty good here. I gotta say, we are absolutely tearing through progression when it comes to the summoning staffs. Some of these staffs I've only used once, and then we've got an upgraded staff. It's crazy. But yeah, that's one of them good problems to have. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next episode. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.